Hey, I'm Randy, and I'm the Cheap Audio Man. Here at the Cheap Audio Man, we don't think that audio equipment should cost as much as a whole bunch of power tools and hand tools that you can use for the rest of your life. Like a table saw, a drill press, a router, jointer, circular saw, miter saw, a variety of drills, a whole bunch of tools. Like good tools too, not like the cheap tools. So today we're talking about the Fluance reference series speakers. They're pretty good looking. So grab a cup of coffee, sit down, and let's talk about the Fluance reference series bookshelves. Today's video, I need to move this because it's quite big. Today's video is brought to you by Godex windmill toppers. You got a lot of choices in windmill toppers these days, but Godex is making quality windmill toppers in the US for over 100 years. Yeah. When you want a bunch of cast iron shaped in the form of different barnyard animals, buy a quality windmill topper from Godex. You're not going to regret it. They have a 60-day return policy. So, Fluance reference bookshelf speakers. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We have a whole bunch of other fun videos. We do Between Two Speakers, which is a complete joke and a lot of people don't like. We have a podcast with Ron from New Record Day every Wednesday. We do a whole bunch of reviews on speakers. I almost said turntables, but we haven't done one of those. Speakers, DACs, amps, headphones, IEMs. You can support the channel. We have patreon.com/cheapaudioman. You can use the links in the description, or you can sign up for a free trial of Amazon Music HD. Click on the link in the description. Scroll down to the bottom, click Try HD. You get 3 months for free. All right? So let's talk about the Fluance reference bookshelves, build quality, and specifications. All right, let's talk about how they look, how they're built, some of their specs. All right, really nice magnetic, ooh, look at that, magnetically attached grill. Nice thick grill. It's got all the proper cutouts so that it fits well. Very good. Overall, these are built exquisitely. Probably the best build quality I've seen out of a speaker at this price, which is currently $179.99. Fluance is a Canadian company. So for all my Canadian folks out there, it's going to be a great option. All right, it has a 1-inch, I'm going to, neodymium. Yeah, that's what Wolverine's skeleton was made out of. Neodymium, just kidding. Ferrofluid filled soft dome tweeter. It's a 1-inch soft dome tweeter, okay? And then it has this cool metal, waveguide. Front ported. What does that mean? Slam them against the wall. Not only can you slam them against the wall, it comes with an included keyhole mount and then rubber bumpers. So guess what? They're kind of designed to go on the wall. All right, 5¼ inch glass fiber composite woofer with butyl surround. Hold on. Okay, sounds good. Got a cool Canadian flag on the back, 5-way binding post on the back. Very nice, very nice. Their enclosure is kind of like the Polk RTI, you know, it's, I'll just show it to you. It looks like that. It's pretty cool looking. It's not just a rectangular. All right, so rated from 50 hertz up to 20,000 hertz, 85 dB, 8 ohm. Okay? People will freak out that it's 85. Don't. It's fine. All right. Let's talk about Soundstage Imaging. Soundstage Imaging standout on this speaker, okay? Without a lot of toe in, you still get a very good center image. And I'm talking about these as front surrounds or 2-channel system today. They are marketed as a surround speaker, okay? But I don't think we should pigeonhole them into just being surround speakers. They're pretty capable as being just a 2-channel or front channels, all right? So Soundstage and Imaging is great. More human than human. The electronic stuff going back and forth, there was no delineation, okay? It didn't break in the middle, all right? Sad, not sad but true, Wherever I May Roam comes out way right, all right? Soundstage also went vertically. Hello by Adele, she sounded like she was a bit above the speakers. Drive In, Drive Out, Dave Matthews, initial guitar sounded like it was coming from the back, okay? Killing Strangers, very wide, okay? In a symmetrical room with the right placement, getting these about equidistance from the side walls as you can and pulling them out a bit from the wall behind them, great soundstage, great imaging. Let's talk about bass. Okay, so here's the deal. These don't have a lot of bass, all right? They're rated down to 50, but they roll off pretty steeply, all right? That's not really even a knock against these speakers, okay? They post their frequency response graphs on their website. These are marketed as a surround, as rear surrounds, right? So their bass is pretty rolled off. There's not a lot there, all right? From about 100 hertz and above, it's fine. And quite frankly, it's quick, it's tonally accurate, it sounds good. So Nirvana, Dumb, the bass was very pleasing, okay? Miles Davis, So What, off of Kind of Blue, upward stand-up bass, very nice. Male vocals do not feel thin, all right? That's more the mid-range, but there's not a lot of bass here. So don't go grabbing these and thinking, okay, this is going to be awesome. We're going to, listen to Intergalactic by Beastie Boys and shake my senior portrait off the wall from 1994. It's not going to happen, okay? All right, they never said they could do that. All right, so let's not judge them harshly. Let's talk about mid-range. Mid-range on this speaker. So I played Shoot to Thrill, AC/DC. It came in clear. It lacked a little bit of the crunch, okay? And this theme kind of carries over across all the mid-range. Male vocals were fine, great. They didn't sound lean. They didn't sound overtly thick. They just sounded good. Female vocals, same thing. There's clarity there, and they didn't sound up, they didn't sound down, even Steven, okay? Again, Hello by Adele, Patience, Chris Cornell. Let's see, The Chain, Off the Chain by Fleetwood Mac, The Chain by Fleetwood Mac. All great. All great. Even Steven. All right. Let's talk about treble. Treble on these is, again, even Steven. The cymbals on Nina Simone, Centerman, the 16th were there. I wouldn't say they're the most accurate thing I've ever heard. They do sound like they're coming from a speaker, but they don't sound unpleasant at all. And they sound good. They sound good. Cymbal decay, very good actually, with Africa by Weezer. Very good. Very, very, very good. Let's see, what else? The piano on Another Way to Die, Jack White, not Jack Black, Jack White, Alicia Keys, 007, one of the 007 soundtrack. Again, good. It sounded good. It didn't sound like it was a piano in the room, but it sounded very good. okay? Very well balanced, okay? What are my final thoughts? Final thoughts on this speaker is it's a great speaker, absolutely perfect. It does everything it says it's going to do, okay, for surrounds. If you're thinking about buying this for a 2-channel system, I would make sure that your amp or receiver or whatever you're hooking these up to has some tone controls, all right? Or like a room EQ. Because while these speakers are very flat measuring, very flat sounding, they don't do anything extraordinarily awesome, and they don't do anything extraordinarily bad. They are right in there. With some tone controls, I got these to be a very exciting and very pleasing speaker. I brought them up about 3 dB on the bottom, and I brought them up about 2 dB on the top. So 3 dB on the bass, 2 dB on the top, and that's going to depend on what type of amp you have, where it boosts the signals, things like that. With a AV receiver, I would run your room correction on these, take a look at whatever EQ they come up with, listen to it, and then tweak it from there. These are inoffensive speakers, all right? However, if you get them and you put them up and you're expecting them to be super exciting, super dynamic, they're probably not going to do that. But for what they are, what they're marketed as, it's a great speaker and it's a great value at $180. Again, if you're going to use these for a 2-channel system, first of all, I would recommend you probably should only use these in a 2.1 channel system, all right? With a subwoofer, they're going to cover all their bases. They're going to do it well too, but you're still probably going to want to adjust these to taste. And that brings up a perfect use case for these speakers. This is a speaker that you can tailor to whatever you want, bearing in mind that you need the electronics to be able to do that, okay? So, if you're going to use these as fronts, make sure your amp has tone controls, all right? They're beautifully made. They're beautifully built. They have great drivers, all right? They're front ported. They can go on a wall. They can go up against a wall. Some may say that this could be somewhat of a boring speaker. I would argue that that's perfect. That's perfect, all right? Tailor it to what you want. Tailor it to what you like. If you're using these as rear surrounds, you're good. Run your room correction, set the crossovers where it tells you to set, and you're good, all right? Great speaker. A lot of value here, okay? A ton of value, all right? So, if you're new here, again, subscribe. You may like what we're doing. You may go watch some other videos, all right? I want to review everything that's like $500-$600 and below, okay? I want to listen to it all. I want to compare these to everything. Everything. I don't know. I'm trying to think what speaker this would compare to. Maybe the ELAC Debut B 5.2. I think the 5.2 has a little bit more excitement going on. But this is a raw material of a speaker that you can put it where you want it. All right? So don't binge watch Netflix. Listen and binge listen one of your music streaming services like Amazon HD for free and fill your soul with happiness.